Alright, I'm back for another video. So, continuing on. So June is Men's Mental Health Month. Um, you would barely see anything about it. Some other things are taking the spotlight right now. Um, but I was thinking about, men's mental health and a lot of things going on in the community as far as the drama and we all go into our hobbies to escape the real world sometimes. We work, families, just stress, everyday life things. Should be able to go into your hobby as a safe haven and kind of just enjoy it without the same stresses from outside entering in. A lot of the newer books, as everyone knows, um, like to be a little preachy. So it's getting harder and harder to just get away and get that escape that you used to get going into comics. Now, yeah, comics were always political. Sure, they were always political. They had politics in them. They had messages in them, but um, they weren't as much as they are now, and they have been for a while now. I mean, we got 3, 4 issues stretched out. Should have been one issue book stretched out into 4 issues, 5 issues, and just drones on. And I mean, nobody's really enjoying some of this stuff. Then the numbers show, the sales show. Um, but what I'm really talking about is the community drama, the comic book community drama. And I don't see the purpose of it. I mean, if you think it's getting views and it's getting you subs, and you know, what's the end game with it? Because we've seen some people have done it and they basically shot to the sky and then burned out, and they're not what they used to be. And then they went right back into the drama again because that's the only way they get attention or clicks or likes or some type of response. Um, for me, uh, just a little share a little bit of my own personal stuff. Um, I started this YouTube channel a long time ago, and my main purpose with it was to document the older collector or the older creators um, at the Comic Cons, like especially at the panels. Um, I was able to sit through a lot of panels and heard a lot of really good stories from some of these older creators, and realized that nobody's documenting this stuff. Like nobody's taking video, nobody was writing this stuff down. Um, a lot of this was getting lost. Some of the stories of how books came about and different creator issues and things like that were just being told to a room full of people, and once it was told, within probably a year or so, most of it was forgotten. Um, and I started documenting it. First, start writing it down, and then I realized it'd be much better if I could just record the stuff, so other people can watch it as I did. Um, One of the main things that prompted me to do this was I was at a Harvey Award ceremony in Baltimore Comic Con, and that year, the year that in particular, Darwyn Cooke was there, and he presented a award to Russ Heath, Lifetime Achievement Award, I believe is what it was. I could be wrong. Um, and later the next year, early in the next year, we lost Darwyn Cooke. Um, and it really hit me because I was like, man, if somebody would have been there like recording this, Russ Heath and Darwyn Cooke, and they were on the stage together, and Darwyn Cooke told a funny story about Russ Heath, and I don't remember it exactly, but it went something like Russ Heath was brought on with two other creators, brought Russ Heath on to the Playboy Mansion to knock out some cartoons for the Playboy magazine. I want to say this was in the 60s, but I don't remember. Um, and as the story goes, they knocked out, they just like brainstormed and knocked out a bunch of cartoons. And when they were done, two of the gentlemen that were part of the 3-man group, they left Playboy Mansion, got on planes, went back home. Russ Heath didn't. Russ Heath stayed in the Playboy Mansion for weeks or months. And what he did was he would sleep during the day, and then in the evenings, he would go move around the mansion, go get dinner because the kitchens were open 24 hours a day because they were catering all these parties and people and everything all the time that were staying there. And he would go be fed for free. He was just living in a Playboy Mansion, living life. And the only reason he got caught was he got too comfortable and started coming out during the day. And I guess he ran into somebody in the hallway, and they were like, "Who are you? Where'd you come from? Like, what's going on? How'd you get here?" And then he got basically kicked out or asked to leave. Um, Great story though. It was funny. Everybody laughed. Russ Heath came up on stage. Um, it was a great moment between Russ Heath and Darwin Cook, and nobody ever recorded it. So it's only to the people who were there, the memories of the people who were there. Um, and it really, I thought to myself, man, like I wish I would have recorded this, um, and had this. But that was the main reason why I started recording these uh, panels and things like that to capture these type of moments. Um, and starting out, I didn't have that many subscribers. I had a few, and personally went through some things. Went through a divorce, um, and then we had COVID going on, and there was so much uncertainty in the world at the time. Uh, I remember I went to Comic Con that year, went all 3 days, videotaped and everything. The next year, I went alone, um, and I remember I took off work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, I went in the morning to work, got some things taken care of, came out, went home to change, to go to Comic Con, and sat on the couch and just sat there. Could not get motivated to get up, go down. And there were some panels I wanted to record, um, and I just didn't have it in me. And the next day, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I got ready. And again, I sat there on the couch and ended up trying to psych myself into going. Um, and basically, it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, and by then, it was too late to even go down to find parking, go in and record any panels. Um, and I just thought to myself, like, what's the purpose of this? Like, yeah, I'm doing this, but what, what's my reasoning anymore? Like, why do I even bother doing this? And um, I remember I went out to go get dinner, to at least get out of the house, maybe move around, get out. So the next day, Sunday, I woke up again. I got up at 5 a.m. and I thought, this is my last day. I don't go today. It's gonna be a whole year before I get to go again, and I'm gonna hate myself if I don't go and I missed out completely uh, on any of the panels or anything going on. And at least just going in and just being in there and walking around, because to me that's like, I don't know about a lot of people, but conventions, I love going to the convention. Even if I don't buy anything, I just love walking around the convention and being part of it and seeing all the people and the cosplayers and the panels, um, and just being a part of it. It's like when you go there, it's especially if you go there for 3 days. The last couple of years, I've actually rented a hotel room, even though I only live 20 minutes from the convention center. I rent a hotel room and I go there in the hotel room and become part of it. So it's like the whole outside world doesn't exist anymore. You don't have to worry about work. You don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about other people. You just get up, you get dressed, and you're just going down to have fun. Even if it's just walking around the convention, looking at books on the wall, or digging through boxes, you just become like worry free. That's all you're there for. Um, and that Sunday, I went down and I wandered into a panel I don't remember the panel off the top of my head, but I remember where I sat, and I was recording. And at the end of it, this gentleman walked up to me and asked me if I was the guy who puts the videos on YouTube for Comic Con every year, and I was like, yeah, I am. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the video and stuff, and um, that I know he watches my videos, so I'm sure he's going to see this, so he knows who he is. Um, and I gave him a card that I had that made up when I wrote for DC Comic News and has all my information on it. Um, and that one interaction with him reignited my like love of doing this. Um, that was the point. One person was looking forward to the videos that I was doing, and that gave me the motivation to make sure that I'd get the next couple, and then I'd be there next year on Friday, and I'd be searching out different panels, which I think would be interesting to people that I could cover. Um, and then the following year, I saw him again, and I was in the back room. It was a Walter Simonson Kirby panel, and he walked up, and same thing. I asked him if I was recording it, be on YouTube. Yep, and I know he follows me. Um, and at that point, I think I only had like 60 subscribers. It was really slow going. Even though my Steranko, the Steranko I took in New York, that was one of my first videos, got like 18,000 views or 20,000 views. I didn't get a lot of subscriptions out of it, so I had a lot of views, no subscriptions. Um, Maybe a few, but not much. Um, and but that one interaction with that gentleman made a world of difference in like what how I felt about doing these videos. Um, and now I look forward to going back to Comic Con and taking the videos and getting the panels. And I mean, that's really what I go there for now, is to do the panels. I really don't even buy back issues that much anymore. I do buy magazines and oddball stuff. I look for that type of things, and then a couple books here or there I'll look for while I'm there. But for the most part, I don't dig through boxes anymore. But I mainly go to be a part of it and to video these panels. I was fortunate enough to meet and be more outgoing with like Ramona Fraden and some other creators. Um, some I regret never talking to, and then they passed, and it's a missed opportunity for sure. But now going forward, I'm going to try to be a little more outgoing with the different creators that I want to meet, and just go up and meet them and talk to them, and say hi and maybe get some signatures and things like that. But I say all this to say, like, that was something like mental health wise, going through some things with COVID and everything else, personal stuff, and kind of lost my love for doing it, or lost my motivation, or lost my way. But one person walked up and was telling me how much he loved the video, and he looks forward to them and things like that, and that really reignited a spark. Um, and I do thank that person. They're watching. Thank you, because not a very social person. I'm more like shy, I guess, or guarded, I guess. And I know I joke and things like this in the chat, but personally and in person, I just sit back and watch everybody. I really don't talk. I've always been that way, which is weird that I'm able to do this and put myself out on YouTube doing these videos. But I think we need to get back to the whole point of this hobby and why we all got into it. It seems like we get into it because we love it. It's fun. We had fun as kids reading these books and these characters, and we grow up, and then it seems like some of us get into it only for the potential money aspect of it, the investment aspect of it, which should really be secondary if you love the books, and if you're only in it for the investments, that's what you want. But bringing the drama and people who are coming into the hobby who are new to the hobby, and really the only thing they offer, because they don't seem to have that. I don't want to put things out, but like if you're just jumping into the hobby because it's something that's new to you, and what you bring in and what you want to offer is just complete drama and making fun of people and getting into high school childish things. I don't understand why people do that, but it needs to go back to what this is. Fun of the hobby, fun of the characters, the stories, um, what brought us in to begin with, and not so much this, like I said, high school drama. It's just, I don't know. Do we watch it? Sure, people watch it, people get into it. I'm guilty of it too. I've watched it and at first, and it just, something's what's going to happen is eventually something's going to happen. Uh, and do we really want that to go down and kind of mar the hobby, um, and bring a bad light into what we're all doing and what we're into for clicks and for views. Um, but again, like I said, um, this is Men's Mental Health Month. I'm kind of curious, as I just showed a video of New Comic Book Day books. We had a Ultimate Spider-Man book that had a cover for Mother's Day, and with it being Men's Mental Health Month and the month that Father's Day is in, and the fact that Ultimate Spider-Man is Peter Parker, are we going to see a Happy Father's Day cover for Spider-Man like we do for Mary Jane? I'm kind of interested to see if this happens, because I know that I've looked on the upcoming books for this week, and I didn't see a cover for Father's Day. So I think it's pretty interesting. So I think that's it for now. I'm kind of rambling. Just like I said, I jump on and I just shoot from the hip. I don't have any stuff planned out, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, private message me there. It's fine. I don't share messages. I don't screenshot messages. I don't use messages. Completely confidential. But you're more than welcome to hit me up there. It's TJ O'Donnell on Instagram. But leave a comment below if you want. Share it, like it, hate it. Nah, I don't care. Have a good one.